Hello guys, so welcome to tonight's evening show. My name is CHUKS and you're on GFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, we're able to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I almost start with tonight's show. So Paul Messin will be one of the Arsenal legends going to talk about the match we'll go play against Nottingham Forest. In fact, Merson dey very confident, very positive and optimistic. Say Arsenal go beat Nottingham Forest, beat them. Get not only that, say we go win the next 6 games, so we go play because when you look at the report that is put out there, say Paul Merson confidently backs Arsenal to beat Nottingham Forest and win at least next 6 games. Now, when you check the last match, I think the last match in Nottingham Forest play for the EPL, Newcastle knocked them. I think 2-1 or 3-1. Yeah, so they're going to say, based on that, the highness when Nottingham Forest they get, when they don't they enjoy, say it don't they come down because Newcastle don't let them know. Yeah, so now we say that they come meet Arsenal. Forgetting maybe they're in high spirits this season, Arsenal supposed to let them know because they say Arsenal will play Nottingham Forest at the Emirates Stadium when the league resumes on Saturday, which is tomorrow, after a brief pause for the November international break. Now, we have thoroughly detailed the challenges Arteta and his team will face against Nuno Espirito Santos, Nottingham Forest. Now, they say no matter how strong Nottingham Forest is, Arsenal must do everything they can to beat them. Now, the thing why they talk for the show we'll do earlier, say, no matter how you won't be, this is a cup final, this is a must win. There's no room for complacency, no room for error. We must make sure say then collect. They say in terms of the title race, Arsenal are in their last chance. Now, Messi they talk this one. Arsenal in their last chance saloon already. So if they lose this weekend and Liverpool win, they will go 12 points behind. The gap is too big to recover from. In my opinion, Merson stated on Sportscaster, it is a tricky game for Arsenal because they have no more mistakes left in them now. They have to keep winning. It's as simple as that. Nottingham Forest are actually a better team away from home based on their counter-attacking style of play. But that 3-1 defeat to Newcastle United in their last game is a sign of their good start slowly wearing off. In fact, Merson went further to say this is a cup final for Arsenal, a must-win game. Mikel Merino and company have some lovely fixtures coming up and will be hopeful of putting a solid run. Again, I back them to win their next 6 games or 7 games, and it starts with this one. So I don't know whether I want to subscribe to the line of thought of Paul Merson. Say when you look at Arsenal's calendar, it's very juicy. You get so we'll knock Nottingham Forest, go front, knock every other person. Well, don't be to use mouth talk am. You get make them play tomorrow. The match is going to be, I think, in the tomorrow afternoon. Again, now they go play the match against Nottingham Forest. We will see how the lineup will be, how the players go play. But happiness be saying that for the Emirates Stadium, so the boys supposed to turn up. Get normal. We are usually most of the time dominant at the Emirates Stadium. We are unbeaten at the Emirates Stadium this season. So let's just see how things go unfold at the end of the day. Now, the likes of Elialan, come and second defend Man City. Whether they tell them say Man City don't lose 4 times in a row now. Baba say, when they calm down, you guys say even if they don't lose 4 times in a row, it no be like say maybe then they go relegation. You guys say we lost 4 in a row, but how bad is it? Like it's not that bad. Get losing like on my mind, saying Arsenal lose 4 times in a row. But I say it's not that bad. It's not like we got relegated. I know why people they talk all this because their next match now against Tottenham Hotspur. So who says Tottenham Hotspur cannot beat Manchester City? With this one with the say Kovacic don't get injury for many weeks, for some months go they out. Rodri no day. So the defensive midfield area go they very porous. So we'll see how it will be. And tomorrow themselves go play after Arsenal. I think they're on a late kickoff. So then go play that match. The match will be say, Mr. I go they keenly interested in seeing what will happen in that game. Now, away from that, this one not related to Arsenal, but Reece James don't get another injury. In fact, for me, when I ever see this in private, they laugh. For me, it go make a whole lot of sense. Say this guy go retire. Because this guy go come back from injury on Monday. On Wednesday, he go back. He will come back on Friday. On Tuesday, he go back. Like, I don't just understand this guy career, I get. It be like say forces. Don't they we don't talk, say, Baba, nothing for you for this football. Let me just go rest. So I don't just know how themselves won't take do. But something that came to me as a shock this evening. Now me the fact say Evan Ferguson of Brighton don't come outside talk say he won't leave Brighton and say January he go like to leave because the guy know they get playing time for the new coach Hozala. Now under Roberto De Zerbi, this guy was enjoying playing time. In fact, Roberto De Zerbi said this guy, if you want to sign him, you have to pay 100 million. But you know how important in day to Roberto De Zerbi squad that time. But all of a sudden now, Joe Pedro and this other guy we play for Arsenal, the name don't escape my mind already. So that one said, now then they keep Welbeck. Now then they keep him out of the first 11. So, and why are we bringing up this news? As once upon a time, we are interested in signing this guy. In fact, Arteta really appreciates this boy. Arteta likes his style of play. They say Manchester United, Arsenal striker targets wants to leave. Like Man U and Arsenal striker targets wants to leave Premier League club in January with a big reason for quitting. Now, when you read the entirety of the report, they say Brighton striker Evan Ferguson reportedly wants to leave the club in January as he is unhappy at his lack of game time and wants to play regularly elsewhere. Now, Ferguson burst into the scene with 5 goal contributions in his last 6 Premier League games as an 18-year-old. But in the last 2 years since then, he has added just 10 more direct contributions of goals in the top flight football. Now, NDA, they say currently, even the stats for Brighton, you get like just one start. Now you don't get for the Premier League this season. Now, according to the Football Insider, Ferguson wants to leave the club in January, you get, because the 20-year-old is very, very unhappy. You get, in fact, now we only get more and more options where we go for. Who says we cannot go and tell Hozler, say, okay, since this guy is unhappy, give us this guy on loan. Let's take him. You get, at least it's better than nothing. That's in case we still wait for people they find for the weekend, though, those who will go sign. So if we just say, okay, we'll just borrow him, you get, or go borrow Vlahovic. These are some of the things we feel really do. So that one self did. Now, away from that, so Emil Smith Rowe going to talk about in stay for Arsenal and in stay for Fulham when they just say, I left Arsenal to save my career. Now I'm back to prove them wrong in my biggest game. Chris Whitley will be one of the biggest Arsenal correspondents. So instead, I put out this story for London World, saying in fact next month Arsenal will be playing against Fulham, and Emil Smith Rowe is looking at how he will bring back himself to this match play against Arsenal, being former team in love. We'll see how everything will go on at the end of the day. Well, that match, I'm actually say I can't wait to see. You see the match between Arsenal versus Crystal Palace, where Arsenal go face Nketiah. You see the match between Arsenal and Fulham, where Arsenal go face Emil Smith Rowe, not just Emil Smith Rowe, Ben Leno. You get, and one other player, you will be, I think, where they there. Reece Nelson did there, but that one nobody eligible to play against us because we are his parents. So according to the law, you can't play against your parents' club. So that one will step aside as we fight other people. So we'll see how all these things go unfold at the end of the day, because they say former Arsenal man Emil Smith Rowe will return to the Emirates Stadium next month for an emotional reunion. Then Fulham's Emil Smith Rowe will face Arsenal next month, blah, 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 blah. So that's what we are seeing. Now, Sportsmo, can they put out a report so Charles Watts do? Now, Charles Watts going to give a defense for Mikel Merino. And make I don't lie for you, when I read this fantastic reports and see the way Charles Watts talk about Mikel Merino, Mr. I can't take a step back, say, it should say we know they judge this guy unfairly. Now, let me give you the reports which Charles Watts talk. They make yourself answer whether truly will they judge this guy unfairly. Yet. Now, they say Mikel Merino, Arsenal midfielder, has been unfairly judged. Excellent cameo appearance highlighted. Now, when you read this entire report from Sportsmo about what Charles Watts, they talk about Merino, we'll see when they say Arsenal expert Charles Watts believes that Gunners' new boy Mikel Merino has been unfairly judged on some of his performances so far this season. Now, they say the Spanish 2024 champion joined from Real Sociedad in a summer deal that could fetch about £32.6 million, but his Arsenal baptism was delayed. Remember, say Gabriel Magalhaes fly from his body when he get injury. Remember, we say the guy can break his shoulder in a freak training ground accident. Now, Merino has since been in and out of Mikel Arteta's starting lineup, making 9 appearances in all competitions, and there is a consensus that he will eventually oust Thomas Partey and join Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard as Arsenal's first choice midfield trio. This is not something we say it will happen in the future. Maybe not this season, but it will surely happen in the future when we phase out the likes of Thomas Partey because of his age, because himself he declined, but still, even if not be now, in the future is surely going to like nothing good comes like does the go forever now. It must come to an end. You get, look at Kevin De Bruyne now. You get, the guy not play every week in, week out. So now so it just be. Now they said the 28-year-old was a late substitute to the 1-1 draw we played against Chelsea 2 weekends ago, but he put in a strong shift. In fact, make I go to the next slide, make I fast forward to within Charles as they talk. Now, Papa when they explain, say Merino has been really tough to judge. He was telling Sports Mode. First of all, he came into Arsenal very late. He went all the way, I'm reading from the second paragraph. He went all the way to the final Euros. He went back to Reece Sociedad. He didn't train with Reece Sociedad because that time, if you remember, Arsenal, they reason the guy, and Reece Sociedad no one join for their training. They give us excuse, say, in get injury, in shaking, so the guy, they one corner, just they observe as things they go. Arsenal talks were going on. Finally, Arsenal got the deal done. So he has no preseason with Arsenal. He no do preseason. Now, he can't come here. After he come here, he can't break his shoulder for the first training session. He can't miss the first chunk of the season. Now, he can't come back in. Now, I said come back in, we expect him to just start in straight and making a better personal preseason. Nothing. And at the same time, Odegaard said, can't get your own injury. Odegaard is supposed to be guide him for the middle of the park. He gets Odegaard no conti. So these are some of the things that going to affect the guy. So, you know, really, like his proper start to the Arsenal career was in shambles. According to waiting, Charles they talk. Now, you know, and in fact, I think he has been unfairly judged on some of his performances, but we saw some really interesting stuff from Merino when he came up from the bench against Chelsea. I thought it was really excellent cameo, and so I think for him going forward from now, this is the start. Now, in fact, now in the starting your season, so now we'll be saying they fit. Odegaard said, don't they fit? Now Odegaard go fit there with them for the middle of the pack. Where they play moving forward, and if you still get Declan Rice to protect them behind. So this is now the best time for you to see Mikel Merino playing. Do you subscribe to the line of thoughts of Charles Watts when they talk, say, all of us will they say, Merino no they play anything, they play nonsense, they play this, they play that. We are judging him unfairly. When you add the whole variables of this matter, put them on the table and digest it. Do you agree? Say this guy don't play preseason. He never really blend in like a blender to the style of play they do. So now he just starts. Say, Moko give him time, most waiting they bring to the table now. Do you agree? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, because I think Charles Watt is putting out a very compelling argument and defense for Merino, and I'm tempted to change my thoughts on Merino and still give him more time. Yeah. So let me know too when I self think. So now another person going to talk say, and that's Limper. Maybe one of the former Arsenal players, but they say he feels sorry for Arsenal's time. If I think another person going to defend Martinelli, and that's Limper say he understand what Martinelli they go through. Although I know I agree with what they talk about, because he tell now. So Baba when they explain say Martinelli the way him be now. Say Martinelli they do so much work for Arsenal, even though we know they see those work in the attacking sense of things, but defensively he's doing so much work than Bukayo Saka. Say that's why the guy know they score plenty goals, and we are judging him unfairly on his goal contributions. In fact, before I talk, look at read. They say I feel a little bit sorry for Gabriel Martinelli because I know exactly what he's going through. He hasn't scored many goals. Limper was telling my bettingsites.co.uk. He said, but if you look at the whole picture, if you look at Martinelli and Saka, for example, Saka is a points player. He scores, he provides assists. Martinelli, he's the same, but not in the same range. If you look at them, who is taking responsibility in defense? It is Gabriel Martinelli. And when you look at a winger, you always look at if he scores or not. You have to look at Martinelli's entire work rate for the team. And it's 100% better than Bukayo Saka. Saka is a world-class player who needs to go forward. That's the angle way, and that's Limper they come from. He said, I feel a little bit sorry for Martinelli because he's tremendous for the team. So you shouldn't just look at his goal contributions. You should look at the entire picture, his work rate in defense, setting up the ball for others, and scoring occasionally. Now, he said it's like this. When you are an attacking player for a top team like Arsenal, Man City or Liverpool. You always look at the point to get. You need to be end product players. Martinelli is an end product player, but he's taking so much defensive responsibility that he's lacking the end product. I like him as a player, and we shouldn't criticize him as much as we do. Martinelli is underappreciated. Baba does the. He's not the best defender. Saka is not the best defender, but they are unbelievable going forward. Out of the two, Martinelli has the biggest heart for Arsenal, for the team. And again, it's a bit harsh of me to say that because I love Saka, he's one of the top players in the Premier League. You should just go forward. But Martinelli has so much heart. He's working his balls off for the team. You shouldn't forget that. See, when you sign a winger, what is his primary responsibility? It is either to score goals or to assist goals. Defensive side is the secondary responsibility. Is Anders Limper telling me that Saka is not tracking back to defend? Is that what he's trying to say? Because let me cast your mind back. I remember one day with Thierry Henry for CBS Golazo show. I think that was a match we played in the Champions League. Where Thierry Henry was telling Saka, say, Saka's defensive prowess, what Saka does in the defense, that it goes unnoticed. Say, thank you. You did try. Saka come talk say, no, say yourself, you notice. Saka the track back. So this excuse of Anders Limper. In fact, what even bust my brain? Now the fact say, she and Anders Limper know they see those areas where they say they go give Martinelli ball. Martinelli go face in defender. He no go fit dazzle. He no go fit dribble. She na that one now we will not go the judge. Those are some of the things where we say we go look. I'm not saying Martinelli is not adding defensively. His work rate is not there. No, but in the attacking side of things, Martinelli go face his own defense. He no fit lick the person like a pot of soup. Now person he rely on. He no fit dazzle. He no fit cut. Learn from Saka now, bro. He no fit cut. So for me, I don't agree with what Anders Limper dey talk. Say Moku no dey criticize Martinelli because in the airport the defense. She na defense the first role. In fact, what you not think about what Anders Limper dey talk? Do you subscribe to his line of thoughts or do you disagree? You get. I know just no let me know my own thoughts for the comment section, because today, come like I said, today now the day for defense. Some of our senior men just the comment side, the defense some of our players. So let me know my own thoughts for the comment section. Now Agbonlaho come talk say make Arsenal actually use Alexander Isak to replace Kai Havertz, because Alexander Isak can score every type of goal. Do you want cross and nod? Do you want say then give person ball on the flag in dribble, cut, wipe and go enter? Do you want outside shots? Do you want R2? Like, what do you need? Say Baba will deliver them for you. So that is something he believes Kai Havertz cannot really offer Arsenal. You get. Away from that, Arteta can reveal how Arsenal defender Takehiro Tomiyasu feels about his injury. So Tomiyasu did disappointed about his injury. You know, they're very, very happy. In fact, when you read this reports from TBR, they can ask, whether make Arsenal sell Tomiyasu? Because how many games you don't play this season? Baba never really featured. Now, what really happened to Tomiyasu? If you ask me, my brother, I don't even know. I don't know what he really do this guy. Yeah. Because for the match they play for international level before he come Arsenal, he played all the games. All of a sudden he come here. I don't just understand when this guy turned to injury prone. So people they talk say may they sell him. So I don't know whether I want to subscribe to that line of thoughts, or maybe I not subscribe. So let me know, share. Now, so far so good. The biggest news of the night. Now, the fact say Paul Merson, they come outside, they beat in chest. Say Arsenal will beat Nottingham Forest. Not just beating them, they go beat them, and at least 6 of our next games will win them, because our next 6 games are not really that tough on paper. Manchester United are like the biggest name we will get there, and Man U, they never really see their period because they just get a new coach, so they never really understand what the coach they do. So they go still stutter small before they will come balance, and it's a good time for us to meet them and maybe collect our bonus 3 points. Get if not so you go pitcher. So by the Arsenal lovers, I think it's a fine place for us to just call the show and end. So it's like come your way tomorrow morning to give you the morning news. So then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your night. Now good night. Another game out. All right, guys. Bye bye.